श्री श्री आनंदमयी मात की जय। Ma. Someone received a mantra in a dream. He had a vision of some great being who gave him a mantra, or rather, he had a vision of the mantra. On waking, the experience of the mantra remained with him, pure and simple. In fact, in the waking state too, he continued to be under the influence of his vision. With what consequence? A dilemma of many days standing was resolved. He became free from conflict and began to live in a transformed state of mind. He had no more wish to take initiation. Is it necessary even for a person in this condition to accept initiation again in the physical? A devotee. It may or may not be necessary, depending on the aspirant's capacity and his inner qualifications. Ma. That is to say, not everything is the same for everybody. Let me relate someone's story. I shall not disclose his name. He had taken sannyas according to the proper rites, as prescribed by the Shastras, and had adopted the staff of the homeless wanderer. But no realization or spiritual experience of any kind was vouchsafed to him. In his intense despair, he finally gave up his pilgrim staff and turned into a skeptic, as it were. He was so profoundly depressed, he had no desire even to move his limbs. Then suddenly, one day, he had an experience. He realized all is contained within myself. His despondency vanished together with his suffering. When, after having abandoned the order of sannyas and all his spiritual practices, he had a realization of such a high order, should it still have been necessary for him to take initiation again? It does of course happen that someone, even after receiving a mantra in a dream, takes initiation once more in the waking state. Many come to this body saying, whether I take Diksha depends on what you advise. If you tell me to take initiation, I am willing to do so. But if you say do not, I shall also obey. This is how they put it, is it not? Not all can be given the same reply. Some may perhaps have been told, so long as you do not feel the urge from within, do not take initiation. Just continue to practice the mantra received in your dream. To others, on the contrary, it may have been suggested that they should take initiation once more from someone in whom they had faith. Question. Initiation occurs on subtler levels. It is not merely achieved by pronouncing a mantra. Similarly, initiation received in the dream state takes place on subtler planes beyond the senses. Therefore, in such a case, should the necessity to take Diksha in the physical still exist? Ma. The action of initiation is instantaneous, outwardly as well as inwardly. Everything is already contained within you, solely in order that this fact may be revealed, in order that the outer and the inner may merge into one. Someone has perhaps given his blessing in the physical. after initiation, some may, by practicing sadhana, attain to perfection, while others may not seem to reach anywhere and die. From the standpoint of the world of the waking state, it can be said that just a sense of fulfillment is experienced when receiving initiation in the physical. It may be quite similar if it happens in a dream. If this feeling of satisfaction is there, one will say there is no need for me to take initiation again. Thus, initiation may have the same result if it has occurred in the dream state as it would if received in the physical. Why then should in such a case the necessity for initiation in the physical still exist? Question. In other words, one's own feeling of satisfaction signifies that initiation has really taken place? Ma. No, it is not merely a matter of satisfaction. Deep within, a touch is felt that makes one understand that there is no further need for initiation. At this stage, if there be any special person whom one wishes to consult, one may then be made to understand. Needless to say, this person must be quite impartial and able to explain the real import of one's experience. It is of course difficult to judge of anyone's capacity to do so. Generally speaking, one may find that in some cases people only outwardly occupy elevated spiritual positions. However, if the aspirant is completely sincere and has become pure as gold, he will himself come to understand in the time. Transmission of power constitutes initiation. It is this imparting of the Guru's power that is the important factor. Whether it occurs in a dream or in the waking state, if the manifestation of power has actually taken place within, then the need for an external giving does not exist anymore. Question. What is the sign of this? Ma. Having been blessed with this power inwardly, even if to begin with a sense of its lack is still felt, this feeling will disappear as one progresses. It depends on various factors working together. In some cases, for instance, the power may not at first have been felt inwardly. Only later one becomes aware of it. Or else, the realization of it may grow little by little, gradually. This also is a possibility. Then again, the result of the initiation may not be felt either at once or even at the close of a long life. On the other hand, one may find someone transformed immediately by virtue of the initiation. Its action has in this case borne fruit instantly. If this be so, there will of course be no problem. But even where no effect of the initiation is noticeable for a very long time, even then the power is undoubtedly acting within. Shri Anandamayi Mat ki Jai.